All right, so we're going to be comparing my current PvP raid build with the new essences since we just unlocked them all. So we're going to test out the current one, and then we'll go to the raid bleed build. Now, the raid bleed build is the new one with all the new essences minus the shoulders, which we're using breaker for, question mark. I might have already messed up that. Hold on. Did I mess it up? Is that not right? Is this, oh, am I using breaker? I am, okay. But yeah, so we're going to see what our current damage is, and then we'll take a little snippet of it and see what it is. Wow, I already messed up. Hi, YouTube. There you go. About an hour miss. All right, sounds good. That gives me time to do some PvP. All right, hold on. I gotta reset. Lols. Lols. All right. Now, did you try the new game modes? I did. We'll talk about that here in a second too. All right, so let's try 30 seconds of this. Oh, I guess we can do an hour actually. Let's do an hour. Oh. No. If you think about water can drown you, freeze you, and burn you, yeah, you can't live without it. Can you believe I haven't BG'd in 4 days? That actually is crazy. Not going to until I have 11 gear set. Oh, I 1 gear sets. That's fair. Can you believe I never BG? I mean, there you go. All right, let's try this. So we're gonna do a 30. What did I say? We'll do a full minute. My set gear will be the same for both, which is more just my PvP build because I chomped up all of my old stuff, and because I do need to run my set gear or my dungeons for more set gear. So we have 4-piece mount banks, and we have a 4-piece glooms. So both builds might have a dash. I don't even know actually, but let's try it. All right, there we go. All right, so the peak damage here, we're already over 2 mil damage per second. Somewhat consistently keeping it up, even though I just let like all the things fall off like a big old nub. But the damage feels pretty good. 18 seconds. I guess we could do 30 seconds. I don't want to go for a full minute. You can just times it by 2 if you really want to see the DPS for 30 seconds. All right, and pause. Okay. So that's the number to beat. So we did it in, all right, we did 1.3 mil damage per second and 41.5 mil damage total. Now we're going to armory switch to my raid bleed. Now the hard part I think is going to be with this one is that you kind of need it to, peak was like 2.1 mil. Thanks, Pram. So I think my problem with this though is that I'm going to have to like, it's easy to mess up, you know? Won't go in? What? It won't go in. What do you mean? All right, so we'll try this again. 30 seconds. And go. Oh, I just messed that one up. So basically, anytime I see that bleed, I'm going to hit squall. And it should be there almost 100% of the time. And then I can just keep squall going. See, it's not there now, so I don't want to. All right, there's the squall. All right, this is like super hard to manage. I am not gonna lie. All right, pause. Oh, yeah. So a little bit lower. I don't know. That was really hard to manage. I think maybe it could be good in PvP, but it's very solo. It's single target. You know what I mean? Like, So I think for rate, so I stand corrected. I don't think the bleed build will be better than the current one. And if anything, guys, I actually thought the bleed build would do more because I think it's the only one benefiting from gloom. Because I don't think the first one had dashes. Yeah, number 1 was a lot better, like pretty noticeably better. Like this was way too hard to manage. I thought bleed was gonna be way better. Now I could try it again. So that was 38.9 mil. I was going a little slow, so I could try it again. You're so used to Dark Souls games. Yeah, I mean, generally I thought the idea with the bleed build is just to try to get us away from using flowing strike because the gear for it is OP. Fair. And bleed doing 7k damage a hit. Yeah, fair. All right, let's try this again. I don't feel great that, I mean, I could have gone faster and maybe left more room for mistakes with this, but yeah, so like right there, I get the full cooldown of squall. I don't know. I still don't feel like it's good. There's the full cooldown again on accident. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is it. It's better than the last one, but 37.9. It's too hard. Did I really see 2.5 mil? For what? The peak? Maybe. That was even worse than the last one. Was it really? Dang. Yeah, the other one is easier. Like this one, I don't know. We'll try it in PvP, but I honestly thought that this build would be better in raids. Like I thought the idea in my head of like playing WoW and all these other games that like a full bleed build would do better. But I mean, let's see if we can change it and maybe make it more efficient. I don't have to use these shoulders for breaker. I could use something else, but I also thought like that would do more damage. 37.8. Yeah. You see that pic I DM'd you on Discord? No, let me see. Oh, of your wings? I did. I commented on it. I love it. So we could do Vortex, which is going to increase the damage they take. You see the... Oh, yeah, I already said that one. Breaker, Flowing Strike. I don't know. I think that's probably as good as we're going to get. The only other thing I think is like we could do Vortex that shatters enemy armor, but right now I'm getting... It's for 28.5. I mean, maybe. Let's try it. Let's see if this does anything better for us. Oh, I'm also going to check the Paragon, because I think the Paragon I'm using... Nope, that's good. That's still good. Yeah, it's fine. Yep. No, these are all good. I'm really, really drunk, Prim, and thank you for the well wishes. You're really, really drunk. No problem, good night. Wait, are you going to bed? What just happened? All right, let's try this again. I also fucked it up already. All right. The burst damage is pretty high. I used Squall first. I'm an idiot. I'm getting drunk. We're getting so drunk in here. Yeah, Prim, why'd you say goodnight? Who's going to bed? Is Max Paragon still 280? Or like 320? No. They added another one. They added a whole nother tree over here, which I haven't even touched. Oh, crap. Good for her. That's sick. All right, let's try this again. Yeah. Bram, I'm also faded. All right, let's try this again. All right. I got a full cooldown there because I let that happen. This is not good. I don't like this at all. Like maybe for PvP, because all the dashes would be like hella fun, but there's a full cooldown again. Yeah, this is worse. I don't like it. All right. So meh. So I think for the raid build, I'm gonna go ahead and like literally delete this for the raid build. I think that this is not good for it. I wonder if it'll have any value in PvP, but because I don't know, you're really, I mean, I guess you could squall through multiple people, but I don't know. Yeah. All right. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Maybe we could do a flowing strike kind of thing. Yeah, we'll do flowing strike and then we'll do the shoulders that do, let's see. We'll try a flowing strike instead of vortex. And then we'll use this. A flowing strike can be used while suffering total loss of control, because that could be good. Watching from the Philippines. Welcome, welcome. All right, so yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I don't think it's not as good as I thought it was going to be for raid, but we'll test it in a different moment here to see. We got about 6 minutes before PvP starts. We'll test it to see how good it does there. But a little surprising that we did so much more damage with our raid build. I mean, I bet you I can even beat that with my raid build, because like I sort of had a rough start. All right, ready? Yeah, we peaked over 3 mil on that one. That's fun. This raid build is pretty legit. I don't think I've actually made a video for the raid build, so I guess we'll just show the build for this at the very end that I'm utilizing. I don't know who to give credit to, so I'm not even going to try, because I think I've seen a lot of other people make builds for this exact one. But this is the best one that I have found in terms of raw damage. So shout out if you've already covered it. I apologize if you have, but generally this is the one that I find that does the most damage. So we actually went over a little bit, but pretty close to the same amount of damage. If you want to see the build, the headpiece is Sumptuous Swell, which is going to be Cascade now periodically unleashes a burst of water from you and your Zephyrs, damaging nearby enemies. We're using Charging Current for the chest piece. Vortex now conjures a water spout at a target location, continually damage enemies while they're pulling them towards them. Blah, blah, blah. Vortex is going to shatter enemy armor for 28.5%. And then we have Windswept Promise, which is going to do Swephers also increase your attack speed by 13.3% for each one you control. Paean of Pools. Wave Edge also conjures a Zephyr for 1.5 seconds after striking the same enemy 4 times. And then for the other main hand, Shriekworth, which is Crosswind's critical hit causes 4 blades of wind to shatter off the target, dealing more damage. Offhand 1, Hurricane Hitch. And this is going to be Crosswinds now empowers your edges, making them do more damage, which also helps with the critical hits. Glory of whatever this is. Vortex also increases your attack speed. So lots of attack speed. Generally, you would run like a Vethuse, I think, on this, and probably not a Mount Banks, or a Gloom's Guide. But again, I'm currently refarming all my sec gear, so that's why I don't have everything perfect. But that's my quote-unquote best raid build currently. Obviously, the sec gear would be totally different than what I'm using now, but even with the new bleeds, this one still did more damage. So that's going to do it.